this.
Holy shit, Kevin!
Wow. What?
You get this only nowhere else but the Kevin and Zach. Kevin, I'm not gonna lie.
Now look at this. A carved penguin. There it is.
Oh no. Are the O's fine? Are the Orioles fine, Kevin?
It's so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed.
Okay. The Orioles stole it. That game was stolen. It was stolen from them, then they stole it right back.
What?
Oh my
Wait, what's going on? What is happening?
What is going? Was it a diving play? He bobbled the ball.
What is happening? Are they challenging it? No. Other wall. No.
Kevin, I don't know what you saw, how much you saw. I've been chugging champagne. Sure, I spilled a lot, but what a game, man.
He will be the legendary
Birdfish!
How about that?
Birdfish fans, stand up. We did it.
What can I say? What can I say?
What can I say? First off, hey, welcome to Kevin and Zach React. Sorry I'm so sweaty. I was out at the mini golf course, long story, playing mini golf with a bunch of friends, all that stuff. Mini golf tournament, all this stuff. We're on the 18th green, wrapping it up, having the time of my life, yada. All of a sudden I get the news. Brandon Hyde's gone. Beautiful. Brandon Hyde's gone. Brandon Hyde's fired. So apologize for sweating. I just sprinted back about 6 streets on Ocean City. So if you are at Ocean City and you saw me in a blue polo sprinting down like 130th Street, but the Orioles fired Brandon Hyde. I'm also trying to call Kevin to wake him up because I don't think Kevin's awake. And so we're going to – I wore the O's are fine shirt last night and everyone gave me shit, and now this happened. Look at this. We're still playing tomorrow. So there's still time. That was me. Okay. Still trying to get a hold of Kevin because I think if Kevin was up, he would be, but wow. So not only that, Tim Cousins also relieved of his duties, and Tony Mansolino, everyone's favorite third base coach, is taking over as the interim manager. Tony Mansolino is not the long-term manager. In no way. Tony Mansolino's going to finish out this season. I don't even think they give him consideration. I don't think Tony Mansolino is anywhere near in consideration for the full-time gig. He is there to be an old school guy to just take over the ship, to steer the ship. Wow. So I'm trying to get somebody on here. Just also texted Rocco. Fados fan, it's about damn time. Appreciate you. I agree. I would love D-Row. I would love D-Row right now. I'm out of breath, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I was sprinting. I was so, trying to be first, the whole media thing. But we made it. This, so wow. I'm gonna be honest. Let's do this. 1 through 10 right now. What are your feelings about the team? Team has to play on a 92 game win projection pace. Rest of the season to finish above 500, not ideal. New man in charge, Brandon Hyde out there. Does this spark something? Jeff Saturday is available. Jeff Saturday is available. And Laura, always, I'll sprint for you guys anytime. Just, someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it. So, guys, I'm speechless. I did not. Okay, can we put this into perspective? I think that's something that needs to be kind of talked about. And Dan, appreciate you. World Series back on. So I think needs to be talked about is, yes, did we all think it was time to move on, that there needed to be a change at the helm, all of that? Yes. I think the way the season was going, without a doubt, they needed to make a change. And this was the right decision. If before the season you would have told me that the Orioles had to relieve Brandon Hyde of his duties on May 17th, do you understand? I don't think people are truly grasping how big of a train wreck this season has been. We were potentially, I think we were the fifth highest best odds to win the World Series going into this year, sixth best odds to win the World Series. Now we're firing managers, on May 17th. This is, wow. Oh, and Laura, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Laura. What a present. This is, yeah. Wow. Okay. So this is, I don't know. I'm just going to be honest. This is just one of those things where it needed to happen, but I'm still shocked it did. I'm still very shocked it did. I didn't think the Orioles were going to do it. I'll be straight up with you guys. I did not think the Baltimore Orioles were going to do it. No, Tony Manzolino. Manzo is the interim. I'll be honest, though. Tim Cousins getting fired. This really shocked me. Mountains are blue. I mean, it sucks. I love Cousins. Tim Cousins is one of my favorite coaches we had. Tim Cousins is one of my favorite coaches there. But I'll tell you something. It's going to get real uncomfortable in that locker room now. If it wasn't uncomfortable before. And Alvin, too young. I just don't. Listen, if you have any hopes of Buck Britton being your long-term manager, I would not give him this train wreck right now. I don't, because that's a horrible time or timing to kind of do all that and just kind of having to take over, be thrown in the fire. It's his first time even being a head coach on a major league team. Let him get the year as the bench, as a coach. And then next offseason, interview him. If he's the guy, and go from there. But I don't want to toss him in. I don't want to toss him in here. Sorry, I had to. Honestly, fucking do it. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'll do call-ins for a little bit. If we want to do call-ins, screw it. I got nothing, I kind of did not expect to be doing this. So call-ins, if you want to call in, since it doesn't look like Kevin's up, I'm going to give Kevin one more call. So Kevin doesn't care that Brandon Hyde was fired, it seems like. I mean,
hi, you've reached Kevin Ostraker. Please leave a message and I'll be sure to call you back. The mailbox is full.
Oh my, Kevin, his mailbox is full too. This is atrocious. But we'll head into our first call. We got Joey behind the scenes. Joey,
hey, what's going on?
What's up, my man?
Dude, good to hear from you, man. And what a day, right? What a crazy freaking afternoon.
Yeah, did not. Hello. Did not think this is what we were doing.
I would have done anything to see you running down Ocean City like that to go talk about Brandon Hyde.
I was literally, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Full accountability, transparency. I 3-putted the final because he got fired. And I was like, I gotta finish the 18th. And I was like shaking. And I was like, okay. I hit it, handed my club to my friend. I was like, I gotta go. I'll meet you back at the place. And I just took off sprinting.
Dude, I'm very not excited, but I'm anticipating, I guess, more roster moves throughout the season after something like this happens. Yeah. That's where my mind is jumping to. Like, what are the subliminal messages that the Orioles are sending the veterans and the young guys in terms of like, hey, like the skipper's gone. Like, how are you guys gonna respond? And then they're gonna reevaluate.
Yeah. It's going to be – I think this makes everything a little bit more uncomfortable. Like I said, I think it does send a signal, a message that, hey, we're not taking this stuff. This is not just a pushover. This is not just a, hey, this is sliding. Oh, we're figuring things out. This is, hey, someone's being held accountable, and you don't know who's next. And not only one person held accountable, it was multiple. I think 3 people were relieved of their duties. That is big message. That's the head guy. That's Tim Cousins. That's the guys that were running everything. It's going, hey, if you don't get the job done, you're not here. That's the message that's being sent. If you're not getting it done, if you are not making it better, then you're not playing here. You're not going to be here.
And I guess I wonder what the nail in the coffin is, but if I had to guess, it must have been those messages that come out.
Last time was atrocious. Last time was the loss of the year. Last time was the worst loss of the year.
Yeah, they definitely weren't prepared. Like, or you can tell they're not in it, right? They're not focused on getting the job done in those situations to get these wins. Like, things are cascading over. But even then, like after the game, it's just like Hyde just sits there and says, "Well, everything's gonna be all right." And I guess at a certain point, you're just like, "No," and you flick them off. And it's like,
last night said I'm in disbelief. Last night said I'm in disbelief. I don't think he was in disbelief when they told him this morning. It's very hard for me to think he was in disbelief. He didn't see this coming.
Yeah, no, it's there. He had. I don't know. So I went to that the doubleheader. I went to the first one of the doubleheader, and I think they got up like 3-0 or something. And after a certain point, I swear to God, you can like you can look in the dugout and you can almost like feel the energy come back to you where it's just. Yeah, it's everyone was so tense. Like it had to be done.
It had to be. It really did. Joey, appreciate you calling in.
Thanks, man. Thanks for letting me call in. You have a good one, man.
Of course, sir. You have a great one, brother. We'll catch you. Man, it was last night. I was the nail in the coffin. I think that's just it's what it is. Last night. And I talked about it. Last night was one of those losses where it just felt like everything, like something had to happen. There was no, this is good enough anymore. There was no, that was embarrassing last night. To out-hit them 14-5, to have 15 runners left on base, to be up in the 8th and still blow the lead, to be just time after time, the way they gave up the winning run because they weren't making it had to be done. It had to be done. This was the time to do it. Let's head to our next guy. We got Ray. Ray, how we feeling?
I was at the game last night. I wore the brown bag over my head. Andy Kafka came and interviewed me for some reason, like 20 minutes before first pitch. Dude, it needed to happen. It should have happened 2 weeks ago. Last night, you said it was the worst loss in 10 years for the Orioles.
It was so bad.
I mean, my buddy texted me last night, and his first thing he texted, and first of all, shame on him, but he goes, "We left the age of consent on base."
Yeah.
We left 17 guys or 15 guys on base. It should have been 16 because Jackson got thrown out in the 9th inning. Yeah. I mean, it was. And not only that, when you can't hit with relative scoring position, they did it the other day, and I was glad. Squeeze somebody in.
Yeah.
Bunt. Do something. You have to score runs.
You have to. And listen, they just clearly there was no fight. there was nothing. Something was missing with this team. It's like we've been saying. It's not just that they're losing. It's the way they're losing. It's that there is no sort of there's no fight at times. It's just sitting there, and every day it's, oh, well, we're taking steps. We're going to keep fighting, all that. And it gets tiring. Sometimes you just something needs to happen. I think this is a step in the right direction.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. It's funny because we all thought it would be Chirinos or Britton. Mansolino is an interesting choice. I will say that.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. I'm excited. I think he's an old school guy, and I'm excited to see kind of what he brings to it. Ray, appreciate you calling in, my friend, and you can take the paper bag off for now.
I give it a week.
We'll take it. We'll take it. Give it a week, Ray. Appreciate you, my friend. We'll catch you. We'll keep it rolling. We got Steve behind there. Steve, how we doing? About time.
I just didn't think Cousins would be part of it.
I didn't either. That one shocked me.
But
that shocked me.
I got to agree with you on Britton. He's a little too young to take over. But Mansolino's been there how long now?
While.
Yeah, so I'm not mad at Mansolino being named interim manager. I'm just hoping, and I said this in chat before you put the call-in link in, I hope this lights a fire under their asses this afternoon.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't,
it needs to do something, like genuinely, like something needs to happen. Something needs to happen.
Exactly. Because, and Ray said it, what was it, 15, 16 left on base last night?
15 left on base.
15 left on base against a team you should have blown out of your own ballpark.
Yep. I mean, in a game that you only give 4 hits, they just in no way should they have lost that game. It's not that they're losing; it's how they're losing, like we've said.
And Ben said it last night when who was it? Wood hit the home run to give the Nats the lead. Walk him, pitch around him, do something. Don't give him anything to hit.
Yeah, I know, and it's. Especially with the way he's hitting, I get it. You're challenging him, but with Soto, obviously he's been giving up some long balls. It just felt like something needs to change mentally for this team. So they need to head in a different direction. And that, maybe it's not going to impact anything. No players are getting fired. No one's been sent down. On the field, maybe not a big impact, but I think this can change things. I think this can change the outlook on it.
I hope so because, and I heard you say this earlier, Baltimore had what, 5th, 6th best odds to win it all this year? And now they're in the same category as the freaking White Sox and Rockies?
Yep. It's bad. It's really bad. It's tough. Steve,
I have no words.
I didn't say I did. It's funny because it needs to happen, but I didn't think they have the guts to do it. I really didn't. I thought they were going to have this train wreck keep going. I really did.
I thought Hyde was still going to be here by the end of the season, but now that he's gone, I'm hoping, like I said earlier, this lights a fire under their asses.
I do too. It's got to. Steve, appreciate you calling in as always. Good to see you, my friend. We'll catch you next time.
Not a problem.
And let's head on to, we got a few of these outside. Appreciate you, Sema. Yeah, I don't know where Kevin is. Maybe he's out there. Ty said should have been gone after the Rangers exit. Thank God. Still need an organizational reset. Analytics need to be secondary, not primary. I agree with that. Analytics need to be secondary. Tommy, appreciate you. Karen saying James McCann. I would love it. Karen, appreciate you. And Matt saying Hyde is probably happy he got out. I'm sure there is a little bit of relief. Genuinely, I'm sure there is a little bit of relief. Let's head on. We got our final caller. We got Laura.
I don't know. You can still see the tears in my eyes. That I was crying when I saw this come across the little blurb from Jeff Passan. Oh my God. Look, I got the shirt out of the I mean, I'm not happy at the poor man's misfortune.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
happy for our team, though, because now we have new life.
Yeah, that's the thing. You never want to be happy that someone gets fired, all that. But for the team, in the business aspect, this had to be done. This is where it kind of.
I mean, do we really think it was just the way they lost? Was it what he said in the presser afterwards?
I think it's everything. I just don't think. I think the team stopped responding to a message. I think the team, it just got old. They needed something new. I think it was the way they were losing. I think it was the lack of fire from the team. It was, maybe the messages after the game. I think it was a combination of everything. It just pointed to they needed something ASAP.
And, I mean, and just weeks ago, Mike Elias was all like, oh, no, sorry, cat's jumping on me. We have faith in Brandon Hyde, and we're all like, no faith in Brandon Hyde, none of that. Yeah. But you're right. I mean, I literally was like laying flat down straight in my bed yesterday because I was so depressed after that loss. Like I was like, I can't.
That was the loss of the season. That was horrible.
I couldn't even call it because, like I said, I mean, we literally left the bases loaded, like 3 times in that game and didn't bring in anybody home? Like, what? You can't do that. You cannot do that. And like I said, the Orioles found a new way to lose yesterday. And then that was it. That was it. And honestly, I didn't even think Hyde would get fired this morning. I thought they would at least let him work out the series and they'd fire him tomorrow. So, and tomorrow's my actual birthday, but I'm taking the whole weekend. So,
celebrate.
This as a birthday present.
Take this as your present. Happy early birthday. So, Laura, what a day. What a day.
So, yeah. So I thought he was going to at least work out the weekend, and then they'd actually fire him on my actual birthday, which would have still been awesome. But this is awesome either way. I'm still taking it.
Laura, you go enjoy your birthday weekend. Happy birthday from all of us, and hopefully,
thank you. Exactly. I really do appreciate you sprinting down the street back from the golf course to do this because I legit put in the Discord immediately. We need to react.
I was on my way. I was mid-sprint when I saw the notification. I was coming. Don't you guys worry. I wouldn't miss this news stream for the world.
I don't know where, like you said, Kevin's asleep. He probably put that phone on do not disturb.
After you get off, I'm about to call Kevin one more time to give him a chance to get a live reaction on here. And then,
all right, we'll go ahead and do that. Thank you. I will talk to you guys after the game tonight. After we win tonight.
After we win. Laura, appreciate you as always. We'll see you later. We're giving Kevin one more chance. Kevin just is going to wake up so confused by all this. It was a sight to see. It was a sight to see. I was in a full sprint. And he's got a full mailbox. It's just unbelievable. I think we're going to say this is either going to destroy them mentally and today's going to be a wash, or it's going to motivate them and today's going to be their best game. It feels like there's no in between. Same money. Appreciate you. I think Hyde gave up after he saw what Mike did to the team over the offseason, trade deadline offseason. Hyde said, screw it, I'm done. Maybe, I mean, you can't blame Hyde for the pitching staff, things like that. So, I mean, it's not all on Brandon Hyde, but someone had to be a scapegoat. Someone had to be a scapegoat. So, man. All right, guys, I'm not going to lie. I am still at the beach. I'm going to go back to the beach. I just got my sprints in now. Did not think I was sprinting. But I will that's going to do it for this edition of Kevin and Zach React. We'll be back in like 2-3 hours. 2-3 hours. I guess 4 or 5 hours. 6, 7 hours. We'll be back in 6, 7 hours. Hit that thumbs up button, baby. Orioles play at 4 o'clock. New manager Tony Mansolino era starting in Baltimore. Hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Go live after every single Orioles game, win or lose, firing or anything. Appreciate every single one of you who tuned in, every single one of you in the comments who's called in, everything. Love you guys. Let's go.